Greetings and salutations, Meg. Wizard79 here with another episode of Skyrim. So, this is it. This is the great,
He's close. I'm certain of it. We must prepare ourselves.
Then this is it. We do this for Gallus and for the Guild.
That pretty much sums it up right there. So yeah, this is
Aye. There will be blood today. I can promise you that.
With any luck, this will be Mercer's final day alive.
Aye. There will be blood today. I can promise you that.
So yes,
We
this is
have
our
to get the key back.
this is our final face-off with Mercer Frey. So, when you pass this door, it's you versus him. So, you know, if you got anything, what do you call it? If you got anything that can either boost your health or give you some kind of advantage against him, I recommend you do it. I recommend you wear it right now, because you see, he has two swords. One, I forget what the other one does, but I know he has a dwarven sword that drains your health. So yeah, be careful. He could kill you so fast it's not even funny. Right then. Well, let us proceed.
He's here, and he hasn't seen us yet. Brynjolf, watch the door.
Aye, lass. Nothing's getting by me.
Climb down that ledge. See if you can...
Carlisle, when will you learn you can't get the drop on me? When Brynjolf brought you before me, I could feel a sudden shift in the wind. And at that moment, I knew it would end with one of us at the end of a blade.
Man, that's a wow. That is one of them. For you see, it's like what? Like I was just some nobody that came out of the streets, but yet at the same, but it's like, you know, it's like I knew it was you. You were the one who's gonna screw me. It's like what? That is ridiculous.
What's Carlisle been filling your head with? Tales of thieves with honor? Oaths ripe with falsehoods and broken promises? Nocturnal doesn't care about you, the key, or anything having to do with the Guild.
Let me think. I mean, it doesn't really matter what you say. He arrests you anyway. But yeah, this is personal though. So to hell with it.
Revenge, is it? Have you learned nothing from your time with us? When will you open your eyes and realize how little my actions differ from yours? Both of us lie, cheat, and steal to further our own end. It's clear you'll never see the skeleton key as I do, as an instrument of limitless wealth. Instead, you've chosen to fall over your own foolish code. Then the die is cast, and once again my blade will taste nightingale blood. Carlisle, I'll deal with you after I rid myself of your irksome companions. In the meantime, perhaps you and Brynjolf should get better acquainted.
What's happening? I can't stop myself.
Damn you, Mercer! Fight it, Brynjolf! He's taken control of you!
I'm sorry, lass. I can't.
Enough of this! Spit on your corpse!
There he is. So yeah, what he's doing is he's you see he has one of the Nightingale's abilities that lets him have enemies fight each other. Fortunately, he didn't expect that I could do that. Alright.
Lord? No!
Damn it, I think I missed. There he is. What? are you, you coward? Ah, I did get him.
Damn it, no more!
Yeah. There we go. Take that. Take that. Those... Yeah, he has a fair amount of good stuff on him, so... Oh my goodness. Yeah, see what I mean? That's why he's hard to kill. He has all those potions on him. It is bullshit. Let me see. I don't need that. Actually, why did I pick that piece of crap up? There we go.
Down, quick. Get the skeleton key and the eye, and let's get out of here.
No luck there, lass. Something must have fallen on the other side of the door because it isn't moving.
We have to find another way out of here before the place fills with water.
Well, fortunately for me, I don't have to worry
This
about
place is coming down. Let's get out of here.
Alright, so the way we get out of here is by... Actually, I think we're just supposed to let it fill. At least I think, anyway. Yeah, like there's supposed to be like a ledge or something we can... Yeah, there's supposed to be like... This is the most annoying part. It's bothersome. Damn it, where is it? Doesn't even show it on my map. Wonderful. No, that's not it. Okay, that's getting extinguished. Alright. Is it through here? No. It's like through somewhere. No. Son of a gun, how do I get out of here? Oh, here we go. Yeah, you had to let it fill with water. My goodness. Okay, and out we go. Oh boy. Goodness, that was terrifying.
Sorry, lass. I've got important things to do. We'll speak another time.
Alright. I'm gonna wait till we get out of here first. Or at the very least, we're in a much more open area to talk.
I can't believe it's over. 25 years in exile, and just like that, it's done. All that remains is to ensure the safe return of the skeleton key. I'm afraid it's not that simple. When the skeleton key was stolen from the Twilight Sepulchre, our access to the inner sanctum was removed. The only way to bring it back will be through the Pilgrim's Path. It wasn't created for the Nightingales. It was created to test those who wish to serve Nocturnal in other ways. As a consequence, I have no knowledge of what you'll be facing. Brynjolf is needed back at the Thieves Guild to keep order while you're away. And I can't bear to face Nocturnal after my failure to protect the key. I'm afraid you'll have to face the end of your journey alone. Take this with you. I'm not certain if it will help within the walls of the Sepulchre, but I certainly don't need it as much as you. I've had this bow almost my entire life, and it's never let me down. I hope it brings you the same luck.
Okie doke. And once again, I'm over encumbered.
I've been a Nightingale for a very long time. I sold my allegiance to Nocturnal in exchange for many profitable years of thieving. Falling in love with Gallus was wrong. It was a distraction that allowed the Sepulchre to be desecrated, and it likely cost him his life. Until the key is returned, I will never set foot inside that place again.
Okay, so you can just, ask her about stuff.
Even though Nocturnal doesn't desire worship in the traditional sense, the Twilight Sepulchre propagated a small group of priests. Of course, they never come into direct contact with Nocturnal, but they insisted they had her favor. As part of their duties, the priests created all sorts of baseless rituals and ceremonies, all on Nocturnal's behalf. These priests weren't a threat to the Skeleton Key, or the conduit to Nocturnal's realm, so they were tolerated. One of their ceremonies involved the Pilgrim's Path, a so-called test of worthiness. If a pilgrim was able to complete the path, it was said that they would live forever in Twilight. What that means is anyone's guess.
Alright, and you can ask about these and stuff. Like, these are the different type of abilities you can get when the Sepulchre is back in running condition.
The conduit to Nocturnal's realm, the realm of Evergloom, has been in Skyrim, well, longer than recorded history. The Twilight Sepulchre was constructed around it by man and Myr in order to shield it from those who would exploit its power. It's through this conduit that we're given Nocturnal's greatest gift, our luck. What she gains in return is a complete mystery.
Alright. We can ask about the other stuff at any time. I just wanted to talk about the stuff that was actually relevant. Alright, so let me put these on. Okay.
Sorry, lass. I've got important things to do. We'll speak another time.
Alright. So then, gonna be heading to the Pilgrim's Path now, which is somewhere else entirely, oddly enough. But first, kind of cool, huh? Like, this is where the this is the lake where this is where all the water was coming from that was filling that room. Anyway, so where we want to go is, yeah, as you can see, it's on the completely opposite end. It's like all the way over here in nope, it's not Forsworn territory, but either way. Alright, but first things first, I gotta drop off some of this junk. Okie doke. Let's just drop off my loot and then continue on our way. Let's see. Now, as you all very well may know, yeah, see, absorbs 15 points of health. It may not seem like a lot, but he attacks really, really fast. Oh, and this is the bow, which I've no intention of using because it's really not gonna help. It wouldn't help me at all in there, just because, well, everyone in there is a freaking ghost, and if you all know, ice magic means nothing to a ghost. Food. Oh, right, Black Fire Reserve. Just leave that here because this stuff is kind of heavy. That's heavy. key. So I'm not entirely sure, but I know, I mean, as you all very well may know, the skeleton key is indestructible. You know, it's the only lockpick in the entire game that cannot be broken. Well, at least unless you get that perk, which makes it that one lockpick will last you your entire life. But barring that, the skeleton key is the only lockpick in the entire game that will not break, no matter what happens. Those back on. Alright then. Okay, so I need to go, where was it? At there, so guess I'll go from here. Anyway, but yeah, that oh, how'd I put it? Sorry, my apologies. It's just kind of early in the morning. I'm still a little tired, is all. Okay, let's get on my horse. Be on my way. So where I want to go is in that direction.
Yeah, just die!
I can't believe it.
And here we are. Alright, let's do a quick save. Put that on. Let's see. Mark for death is fine. Put ebony flesh on. Wait, recharge my weapon. There we go. Fully charged. Here we are. Now, here's the man of the hour. Gallus himself, the former leader of the Thieves Guild.
I don't recognize you, but I sense that you're one of us. Who are you? The last of the Nightingale Sentinels, I'm afraid. I've defended the Sepulchre alone for what seems like an eternity. We were betrayed by one of our own kind. In fact, I'm to blame for what's happened here. I was blinded. Blinded by dark treachery masquerading as friendship. Perhaps if I had been more vigilant, then Mercer Frey wouldn't have lured me to my fate and stolen the skeleton key. I haven't heard that name in a long time. How do you know of me? The key! You have the skeleton key! I never thought I'd see it again. And Mercer Frey? Then it's over. And my death wasn't in vain. I owe you a great deal, Nightingale. You've done the Guild a great deed, and although they may not show it, I'm certain they appreciate your sacrifices. My only regret is that you had to undertake this task alone. Carlisle? She's still alive? I feared she'd befallen the same fate, ending up a victim of Mercer's betrayal. Nothing would bring me more pride than to return the key, but I'm afraid it's impossible. From the moment I arrived here, I felt myself, well, dying. The sepulchre isn't merely a temple or a vault to house the key. Within these walls is the Ebonmere, a conduit to Nocturnal's realm of Everglow. When Mercer stole the key, that conduit closed, severely limiting our ties to her. I'm afraid so. I'm weakening, and I can feel myself slipping away. The years without restoration of my power have taken their toll. Whatever damage has been caused can only be corrected by following the pilgrim's path to the Ebonmere and replacing the key. With the Ebonmere closed, and their sudden severance from the realm of Everglow, I fear they've undergone a drastic change. They're shadows of their former selves. They no longer remember their true purpose or their original identities. My spirit didn't manifest itself in the sepulchre immediately, so fortunately I wasn't present when the Ebonmere was sealed. However, ever since that day, I've felt my power waning, slowly draining away. Whatever is affecting the Nightingale Sentinels is starting to affect me too. As I get closer to the Ebonmere, I begin to feel myself slipping away. Even right this moment, I feel strange, when I don't think I should be feeling anything at all. The Ebonmere is a conduit through which Nocturnal influences our world. Not through magic or blessings, but purely through luck. Yes, absolutely. Your skill is your own. Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. But Nocturnal, she influences our luck. Nearly imperceptible assistance we get when we ply our trade. Think about the guild, about the state it was in when you began. Think about all the little things you might have heard. A pick breaking when it shouldn't have. The clouds in the nighttime sky clearing at the wrong moment. Our access to those bits of luck are what separates us from common bandits. Precisely. There are a few who still call Nocturnal Lady Luck, and for good reason. I wish I could help you, but I've been a prisoner in this very chamber for the last quarter century. The only possible help I've come across are the remains of some poor fellow who is trying to follow in your footsteps. Perhaps his journal can help?
Okie doke.
Good luck, Nightingale.
There's a schmuck over here who died prematurely. Right. Take that. Holy! Let's see what we got here. So yeah, this just gives you a basic understanding. See, offer what she desires most, but reject the material. For her greatest wants is that which cannot be seen, felt, or carried. So yeah, was easier to coax than I expected. Gave me a wealth of information on the Pilgrim's Path that he was speaking in riddles. I'll try to record what I remember here and share in with. So yeah, essentially, like, to proceed and stuff like that, you kind of just have to do certain things. Like, you'll see as we go forward. Alright. go.
Death comes for you now. You can never truly stop me.
Let's see. Okay. Alright. Take that. Take that book. Salt pile. This place actually looks pretty cozy, don't you think? Alright, I have all that. Okay. Ooh, that's good. Void zones. Alright. I can come back for those books when I return.
From the dead.
Who's hiding? And they're really tanky. Looks like all they have is arrows. Ah, okay. Now, the trick here is, as you can see, stay out of the light. Ugh. Didn't. Ah. There we go. There we go. But yeah, as you can see, like, there's a few little tricks. Just because, yeah, at the end of the day, this is supposed to be a testing round. Ah, there we go. Now, this is the little gimmick here. There. So, now, You are thinking, what do I give her? What does she want? No, wait, hang on. Oh, wait, no. Sorry, my apologies. Hang on. Because, like, darn it, because what you're supposed to give her is darkness. I didn't want that, though. Hang on. So there's supposed to be, like, something around... Ah, here we go. Pull this. And... pull that. There you go. That's what she wants most. She wants darkness. Oh, thought I stepped on something. Maybe I did. Nope, I didn't. Alright, let's see. Yep. What do you call it? As you can see, even though I have other locks, this one takes precedence over all the other ones. And as you can see, it cannot break. So, especially when it comes to master locks. There we go. Bing bang boom. You didn't have to go through that whole mess.
I sense a presence.
Yeah, I bet you do. But yeah, see? Ow. That was cheap. Anyway. Do I even have this quest? Yeah, it just says follow the pilgrim's path. Yep, and then this takes us into the inner sepulchre. That over there, that's just like a treasure room or something. You don't need to really waste your time, but I will kill... never mind. Whatever. I really don't need all that treasure, but yeah, over there, that's just a dead end. This is the way you want to keep going. Yep. Point of no return. Fortunately, the fall isn't that terrible. Okay, let's see. I can't believe it. I came all this way, solved all those ridiculous riddles, just to end up here. After I memorized Nimstrom's clues he'd collected from Luthens, I slit his throat. Now I guess the joke's on me, because I'm stuck here and I don't see a way out. Hope someone come by soon. I'm getting hungry. Shh. Anyway, but yeah, let's review the notes, shall we? Let's see. Offer what she desires most. Yep. Direct and indirect. The path to salvation, a route of cunning with fortune betraying the foolish. The journey is complete. The Emperor. Okay. So, direct and indirect. Oh boy. There we go. Boom. Anyway. But yeah. Essentially what you were, basically you were supposed to, what do you call it? Like, the only way to get in here is with the key. That guy couldn't get in here without it. But yeah, all we do now is just put the key back in place. And we are treated to a very nice cutscene, if I do say so myself. Oh, here we go.
My, what do we have here? It's been a number of years since I've set foot on your world. Or perhaps it's been moments. One tends to lose track. So, once again, the key has been stolen, and a champion returns it to the sepulchre. Now that the Ebonmere has been restored, you stand before me awaiting your accolades. A pat on your head, a kiss on your cheek. What you fail to realize is your actions were expected and represent nothing more than the fulfillment of your agreement. Don't mistake my tone for displeasure. After all, you've obediently performed your duties to the letter. But we both know this has little to do with honor and oaths and loyalty. It's about the reward, the prize. Fear not. You'll have your trinkets, your desire for power, your hunger for wealth. I bid you to drink deeply from the Ebonmere mortal, for this is where the agent of Nocturnal is born. The oath has been struck, the die has been cast, and your fate awaits you in the Evergloam. Farewell, Nightingale. See to it the key stays this time, won't you?
And there's Carlia.
I'm glad you were able to bring the key back safely. Nocturnal seemed quite pleased with your efforts. I wouldn't take that to heart. It's her way. Think of her as a scolding mother continually pushing you harder to be successful, outwardly sounding angry, but silently content. I assure you, had she been displeased with you, we wouldn't be having this conversation. The circles at the base of the Ebonmere imbue you with powers befitting a Nightingale agent. The crescent moon represents the agent of shadow, the half moon for the agent of subterfuge, and the full moon for the agent of strife. This is Nocturnal's way of maintaining balance. If you ever feel the need to change your abilities, you can return to the sepulchre and step onto a different circle. Be warned that once you've chosen, you can't reselect for at least a day. Now, your life as a Nightingale begins. Should the need arise, you'll be summoned to the sepulchre in order to defend it. The Guild has welcomed me back with open arms. I feel like a void in my life has finally been filled. I only hope that this isn't an ending to things, but actually the beginning. Why, perhaps the greatest crime spree Skyrim's ever known. There are pockets brimming with coin and coffers overflowing with riches ripe for the picking. We may be Nightingales, but in our hearts we're still thieves, and we're damn good at what we do.
Oh, Carlia. Stay beautiful. So you can ask about each one of these. Subterfuge was the one that Mercer was, if I recall. Stealth is pretty self-obvious. Actually, no, I think Mercer was Strife. Subterfuge is the one that lets you, like, infiltrate much better. Like, let me see.
This agent of strife can send forth a tendril of pure darkness into the heart of another, causing great injury to them. At the same time, this tether will bolster the agent's own life force, making him stronger. The agent of subterfuge utilizes shadow to cloud the judgment of those around him. By weaving the darkness to their will, this agent can manipulate others into fighting for the Nightingale for a limited time.
Actually, maybe it was the other way around. Eh.
The agent of stealth is the master of remaining unseen. They are able to manipulate the darkness and use it to their advantage. On moonlit nights or in darkened rooms, this agent literally becomes invisible. Choose your path, and your journey will be complete.
Oh. Guess I stepped on it. Whoa.
Gallus! I feared I would never see you again. I was afraid you'd become like the others.
If it were not for the actions of this nightingale, your fears would have come true. She honors us all.
What will you do now, my love?
Nocturnal calls me to the Everglow. My contract has been fulfilled.
Will I ever see you again?
When your debt to Nocturnal has been paid, we'll embrace once again.
Farewell, Gallus. Eyes open. Walk with the shadows.
Goodbye, Carlyle.
Yes, Nightingale? What is it?
Alright, that's it. Let's see. So, let me see what... there we go. So, for 120 seconds, you automatically become invisible while sneaking. Nice, huh? Very nice. I mean, obviously you can't see it right now, but anyway. Let's see. This... Yep, by walking through these portals, you can return... As you'll see, it returns you right to Nightingale Hall, so you don't have to go through the Pilgrim's Path every single time. Or, my apologies, it takes you back to the Pilgrim's Path. Which means, actually, that you've, yep. Oh yeah, that's right. If you don't pick that room... So, yeah, I would recommend picking that room clean, unlike what I did, because otherwise, yeah. That that place is completely locked off forever now. Alright, but yep. Now to finish this all off, all we have to do is just go back to the Thieves Guild. Now, Carlia herself even says that it doesn't matter if you walk around with your Nightingale armor or whatnot in the guild. I mean, she's gonna be pretty much wearing that all the time from now on. Okey-doke. There's Bryn. Ah, look! They have a statue for Nocturnal and everything right now. Lady luck indeed.
It's good to see you in one piece, lass. I just wanted to give you a proper thank you for everything you've done. The guild is back on its feet again, and on its way to a prosperous future. What's become of the skeleton key? That's it then. After all those years of helplessly watching the guild decline. But enough of that. I'm confident that with you in charge, we'll soon have more gold than we could possibly spend. I'll be down here, trying to coordinate everything with Delvin and Vex, to make sure the coin keeps flowing, and no one skims. If you still feel like doing some jobs, I'm sure Delvin and Vex have more than their fair share to give out. Either way, it's been a pleasure, my friend. Here's to the future of the guild. May it last another 1,000 years.
Let's see. So now, the quest under new management starts. So you're supposed to, you know, essentially do what I did and go off and return the guild back to its former glory.
Well, my friend, the time's come to make it official. It's time to become our guild master. Don't worry. I promise this will be short and sweet. If you'll just meet us in the center of the cistern room, we can begin.
Okie doke. Oh my goodness, look at that. Everyone just appeared out of nowhere. Oop. We gotta wait for Brynjolf. Come on, Brynjolf, we're waiting for you.
Look, I've never been good at these things, so I'm just gonna keep it short. Being guild master means more than just getting a cut of all the loot. It's about being a leader and keeping this rabble in order. With that in mind, I propose that the position of guild master should be yours. Delvin?
Agreed.
Vex?
Sure, why not?
Carlia?
Absolutely.
Everyone is in agreement. So all I can do now is name you Guildmaster, and wish you good fortune and long life. Now everyone, get back to work.
So now the pupil is the master, eh? Good show.
Glad to see they picked the right person for the job.
You need anything, anything at all, don't hesitate to ask. Well, that's it. Sorry if it isn't the ceremony you were hoping for, but we're not exactly known for throwing our coin around. After we're done, head over to Tanelia, and she'll set you up with your Guildmaster armor. Oh, and one last thing. Here, I want you to take this. It's sort of a tradition around here.
I can't think of a better person for the job, Nightingale. I think by now, most within the guild are well aware of what transpired between Mercer Frey and ourselves. The notion that the Nightingales are a fictive group has long since passed. If you wish to wear your Nightingale armor within the guild, I'm certain that no one would give it a second thought.
Hey, look! Raven Blackbriar's here to oversee the transition of power.
I'm feeling a sense of inner peace. Something I haven't felt in a very long time. Instead of being clouded with thoughts of revenge and retribution, I feel only serenity and fulfillment. Of course, I've been also dabbling in my old pastimes as well. Take a look around, and feel free to share the fruits of my labor. Eyes open, and walk with the
So,
shadows.
Thren, you were abandoned, huh?
I suppose congratulations are
What
in
of
order.
it?
Now don't screw it up.
Is it true?
If you need anything, anything at all.
Alright, well, let's get our armor and stuff, and also, do one final thing. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, little... well, no, not little. This was a colossal botch. Man, like, if this were like a sitcom, it'd be almost funny.
So,
but
you're Brynjolf's new protege, eh? Don't look like much to
Delvin,
me.
that last shipment we heisted on the Cyrodiil frontier was worthless.
That's impossible. I distinctly heard that lout in the tavern say it was a full shipment
Here's
of
to a
furs.
long and prosperous future. May the guild last another 100
He
years.
said furs, not furs. It was a
Yes,
damn
and I'm
logging
more than
caravan.
happy to give it to you. I mean, look at this place. I've never seen so much wealth down here. You've made us all rich. Here you go. Should fit you like a glove, boss.
look at that. Isn't she a nice lady now? Alright, but yeah, might as well put it on. So essentially, it's just like your normal Thieves Guild armor. It's just better. Yeah, let's see, 50% weight capacity, 35% better pickpocketing, 35% easier lock picking, 20% better
Ready for
prices.
some work, or are you just gonna wander around all day?
Love you too, Vex.
It's one thing to say you've got the skills to be a thief. It's another to actually use them.
Always a pleasure, boss. What can I do for you?
Okay.
Well, well. I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I promise it'll be worth the effort. By the 8, you actually got your hands on it. This alone is worth more than some thieves earn in a lifetime.
Okay, so yeah, you give him the left eye. Alright, now I can finally give him the damn puzzle box.
Well, well. I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I promise it'll be worth the effort. It's worth quite a bit, actually. Quite a catch. There you go. This should make you smile.
There we go.
What's the matter? Afraid of getting your hands dirty?
Right then, and now, as for the last one, let's see. Yeah, right eye of the Falmer. This one you can just
Need a
sell.
few spare septums? I got the cure right here.
Where is she? Where's Talene? Oh, there she is.
Welcome to the cozy little... I've got coin and I've got merchandise. Let's see what we can do.
Let me see. I think this one, yeah, this one you can just sell straight up. Yep, you can just sell it. I won't,
Now,
however,
if you'll excuse
because
me.
it's a very rare oddity.
Always a
and
pleasure,
I'm keeping
boss.
it.
What can I do for you?
Alright, so, alright, so that's pretty much it. Everything's all nice and done, all nice and crispy. I got my new armor. The place looks immaculate, once again, and there you go. See? Got the bust right there, the Eye of the Falmer.
I hope this deal goes through. I'm putting
So,
quite a bit of coin
this
on
right
the
here, this
line.
is the,
The last two you said
what do you call it? The
fell
key he
through.
gave me opens this chest here.
I don't understand it either.
Oh, and, like every couple days or something, you can come in there and look, and, you know, there'll be stuff in there. But the other thing he gave me was this. It gives you, persuade checks and dialogue will almost always succeed, and, speechcraft is 15% better.
They were a sure thing, I swear.
Unfortunately, you
Just
can't
better-
see it on your character. I mean, let me see. Maybe if I put the Nightingale armor on, we can see it.
This one isn't another waste of my coin.
Nah, not really. Oh well, whatever. Anyway, but yep, that is it. That is the entire Thieves Guild mission from beginning to end.
Hey, good to see you.
What do you call it? Like I said, I will do these, the Stones of Berzaya, so we get the crown right here, but that'll be, you know, off camera. I'll just show off the, you know, basically the crown in a video one day. But other than that, that's it. It's all done. So, I hope you all enjoyed the ride, and stay tuned for the next series of episodes where I will be doing the Dawn Guard, and then after the Dawn Guard, we'll be wrapping it all up with the Dragonborn DLC. But until that time, though, this is Mega Wizard 79 bidding you all a fond adieu.